Hello you lovely people, it's Nick coming at you from the Tech Cave, and I thought I'd do a follow-up video to the video I made about sniping those tools on eBay. If you didn't see it, basically a week or so back I found somebody who was selling, well, they were moving house and they were selling all sorts of gear, but they had some pretty high quality tools and they were really badly listed, like one word titles, no item specifics, pretty awful photographs. So I sniped a few of them. One of them is, you may be able to see, I've just popped it in my photo booth, was that saw which I got for £35. Well, I listed that a couple of days ago. I said in the video that I thought it was worth about 100, and I think it was about right, but when I researched it and then when I cleaned it and tested it and looked into it a bit more, I decided I'd go bigger. So I put it on at £200 with offers, and just now I've accepted an offer of 150. So I just wanted to make this video just to show the potential of finding stuff that's listed local collection. That's the key actually. This was listed on local collection, so it was only going to reach not a very wide audience, but in saying that, I listed this on local collection because it is so heavy. It's like 15 kilos plus, and actually the guy who's coming to pick it up is coming from Somerset, so he's driving halfway across the country to pick it up. So really what this video is about is the power of a quality listing, because that guy could have bought this for £35, which is what I paid potentially last week, but he didn't, and he has bought it off my listing. And really the only difference is the listing, the pictures, the title, the item specifics, all the things that were either missing or not done very well in the original listing. So what I thought is I'll quickly show you the item, show you what we're talking about, and then I will find the original listing that I bought it off and compare it to how I listed it, just to show you how easy it is. This item was literally sort of a street away, about a minute in the car, if that. So the amount of work involved in this flip from 35 to 150, I reckon maximum I've got an hour's work in it. So when you work out, obviously there'll be fees to come off that 150 that I'm getting, but it's, let's say it's an hour's work to find it, go and pick it up, clean it and list it. It's pretty good going. There's not many jobs where you can earn that money for an hour's work. So yeah, I'll quickly just show you the saw while it's there in the photo bay, and then what I thought I'd do is bring up their listing and just compare how it looked when I relisted it and the difference between the two, which equated into a flip from £35 to £150. Okay, so this is the item in question. It's a scroll saw. It's Delta, which is a really high quality make. It looks so much better now because I spent, you know, a few minutes cleaning it up, making it look presentable. I also tested it and had it running, so I could put that in the listing as well, that it's tested and running. I took loads of pictures, all different angles, obviously well lit in the photo bay here, and you'll see when we go into the other listing that that's quite a big contrast. There's the amount of time and effort I put into doing the pictures. Okay, right, I'm now at the Mac and I'll just show you the two listings. This isn't to say that my listing was amazing. You know, it's not showing off or saying that I write amazing listings. There wasn't a great deal of extra information I put in there, but I just took the extra time, put item specifics in, put keywords in the title. It's simple things really, and the point of this is to show you that with fairly minimal effort you can take something that sold, as I'm going to show you, for £35, just go and pick it up, move it around the corner, relist it better and sell it for 150. and it's just a handful of things I did differently. So that's the point of this, really, to show you that it's not rocket science and anybody can do this, and just show you the difference between the two listings and what added that value to it. Okay, so on this side is the original listing, the listing that I bought the item from, and over here is my relisted item, the exact same item, and the one that I sold it. It says sold for $199, but I took an offer of $150. So the first thing is, this was their lead photo. So that was the photograph that came up in the searches as the little thumbnail. It doesn't show the item; it just shows the little item specifics. What do you call it? Specs of the machine. And then their other photographs, if we look on here, they're not terrible, but the lead photo is really important. So that's the second photo. Really doesn't show it off at all. The next one, again, the lighting's pretty awful. It's all in a mess. There's no care been taken over it. And that one, out of all the pictures, is probably the best, and that was their last picture. And even that one, it's badly lit. You can't really see any detail. So the photographs, and then if we come over here, that was my lead photograph. So it's lit well. The item itself has been cleaned. And then if we come down to the photos here, that's the back view. A close-up of where the blades go in the front there. And it goes on and on. So there's a close-up of the motor, etc, etc. So all of this was cleaned, so it looks good in the pictures. That's the cut-off buttons and the start button. And again, even closer on the table. That's showing that you can tilt the cutting table. And then I think there's more, yeah. And it goes on. So if you're the buyer, you will feel confident that you've been able to look all around the machine. You know exactly what you're getting, exactly the condition of it. That's just showing there's a little drawer that keeps the blades in, and then a shot of the 10 blades that come with it. So that's the first contrast, is the pictures, and the pictures sell your item really. And then the title, if we come back to the original, so I'm getting messenger messages on my phone, I can't see what I'm doing. If we come back to the original, the title is there, like Delta, oh hang on, what's this say? So a 3-word title, Delta Scroll Saw, that was it. In contrast, if we come over here, my title, it's got the 406.4mm, which is kind of the model number. That's the depth that you can cut into the wood on the table, if that makes sense to you. Heavy duty, I put in there. Scroll saw spelt 2 different ways. Tilt table and variable SPM, which is strokes per minute. So a load more keywords for a start, which always help, because you've got to think, what would people be searching for your item? What words would they be using? And then if you go further down on the original, there's, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. It just says used, it doesn't go into the condition. It does say in working order, so they got at least that right. But very little detail. And if you're wanting somebody to spend good money on something, I firmly believe that you've got to give them confidence. So by contrast, that's the other thing. Well, we'll go to the description first. So on mine, there's as much detail as I could put in really. All about the strokes per minute, the cutting depth from the blade to the back of the cutting table, unit dimensions. You've got to imagine, if somebody's buying a big bulky thing like this, they want to know that it will fit on their bench, or it will fit in the place they've got in mind for it. So that's that. Not masses of work, but enough to give somebody confidence that they know all of the important information. And then above here you've got item specifics, and a lot of people search using these, so I filled in as much as I could on that. Brand there, model, etc. Whereas there were no item specifics used at all on here apart from condition of used. And that sums it up really. So it's not, like I said before, this isn't me showing off. In fact, it's showing you how simple it was to do. I took an item, I took some nice pretty pictures, described it as well as I could, and it turned a £35 pickup into £150, and it was only listed for a couple of days. So there you go. Okay, so there you go, just a quick video. I'm quite pleased with that, and I'm pleased it went quick because it's so big and bulky and heavy, and it gets it out of my way. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know how you get on finding things local to you and flipping them back on eBay. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.